Alright guys, what's up? I know this is like kinda late after all the hype, but I did want to end up giving my opinion on the Bedwars update. Because a chunk of people did ask, and I want to at least come out with an answer, and I already paid for the thumbnail, so like I want to use it, but let's ignore that part. But basically, I want to talk about the pros and cons of the update. So you're probably wondering, do I think that the Bedwars update is actually good? Because I know basically everyone hates it, so that'd be a hot take. And the answer is that it's kind of a long answer, but kind of. Let me get Prot here. I have a goober. I guess I'm first rushing this way. But basically, the main parts about the update are like, is it... Dang, nice kill. Is it actually good for the server? Now to answer this, we have to look at a couple things. So let's talk about it in parts real quick. The very first topic that I'm sure everybody thinks is relevant to the update is name obfuscation in lobbies. So, my personal opinion on name obfuscation is that it's actually a good thing. But that's pretty biased because I never fold anyways. So I'm a non-folding player. I only fold maps and I never fold other players. So nothing's actually changed for me because I can still see what map I'm playing. So if I get a garbage map, I simply leave, and if I get a good map, I simply stay. And regardless of the person, that doesn't change. So in my opinion, name obfuscation is good. I think that folding was a relatively large detriment to the game. So I really don't mind this change. I think name obfuscation is fine. Next up, name obfuscation in duels. Mainly, Lilith going away. This is the best possible change to duels that Hypixel could have made. Folding in duels is idiotic, and the fact that it's just completely gone is nothing but positive for the server. That was an interesting move, but it just puts him at lower health. Really nice root there. And if you guys can't tell, my hits are so freaking good now because I'm finally back at college. So my home internet is basically nerfing me this whole time, and now that I'm finally back at college, you can see that my hits are pretty crazy again. But anyway, so for duels, Lilith disappearing is literally incredible. Folding in duels is so stupid, and it was making queues take so long for no reason. Like, I don't want to wait over a minute because 5 people in a row leave the queue in sumo duels, dude. That was so stupid. So the fact that that's gone, that is a huge W from Hypixel. Then next, people talk about is skill-based matchmaking. Now, let me clarify this real quick. That is not a thing. There's a reason that I'm playing on Portalino Tornado for this video. It's to show you guys that there is no skill-based matchmaking. So I can confirm that the low star queue is still 1 through 8 stars. I just played a game on my low star account, and it was in an all low stars queue. But as you can see, Portalino 17 stars, and I was in a completely randomized lobby, stats-wise. Anyway, point being, skill-based matchmaking isn't a thing. So don't worry about that, okay? That's not part of the update. I don't know why people started saying stuff about that. It just does not exist in any different way than it did before. So, basically, you've all heard my review up to this point. It has been pretty much only positive, right? Like, this is cool. We've removed folding. We've removed awful Lilith. Like, what's there to dislike about this? Well, there is one thing that is basically screwing everything over, and that is a massive increase in cheaters. There's a lot of thoughts as to why this is a thing, like why there's been such an increase in cheaters, but in my opinion, I think Hypixel SS Charlie had the best guess on it, which is that more legit players are turning to hacks, like downloading hacks to compensate for the fact that they can't fold anymore. Because I can clarify, like I can confirm for you guys right now, I haven't folded. Like I've played non-folding for like 2 years, and I didn't see anywhere near, oh cool, I didn't see anywhere near this many cheaters before the update. But actually the mode that seems least affected by it is regular Bedwars. I could be wrong about that technically, but I have played a decent amount of Bedwars since the update. And like, you know, I played a 4s YouTuber party, all unnicked, no cheaters that entire session. I played a chunk of 1s and only got like 1 or 2 cheaters. Like, there's a slight increase in cheaters, but not a big one. A pretty interesting first rush here. Holy sh**. He doesn't have a pickaxe, so I'll be okay, but, like, there's a lot of weird interactions that happen now. And see how long it took that last hit to register? I know I threw my block hit in the middle, but like there's a lot of weird interactions that happen, and I think that currently high ping is actually close to advantageous on Hypixel. Not in general, I still think low ping is better, but like currently high ping is more playable, I would think. And that comes down to the KB, is that the KB right now is scuffed as hell. But anyways, point being, like, the playability of the game for that seems to be increased too. Like, it seems better for all types of pings right now. And the gameplay feels great, so it's like, what's the major issue? Bedwars? I don't really think there is one. I think for Bedwars, this was actually a net positive update. I think this was a good update. And people argue against it because they say stuff like, oh, this is going to cause people to quit. If you can't fold all the sweats, you're going to leave, etc., etc. What you guys have to realize is that Bedwars is dying. Bedwars is slowly dying as we speak, or it was. Hypixel has a couple options. They could keep catering to the small sweat player base that they have, or they could sacrifice the sweats preferences to try and bring in new players as an attempt to actually make the game popular again. That's what I think this update did, and that's why I think it's good. This update is giving Bedwars a chance to not die. See how scuffed the KB is? But like, it's giving Bedwars a chance to not die. Because during folding, you would get at least one sweaty person in each lobby trying to get like all nons, you know? This non-folding update has allowed such that you can end up with lobbies that have only noobs in them. And people will actually get to play. Yeah, there's going to be cheaters too, but guys, there's always been cheaters in the low start queue. Wow. So like, the actual biggest issue that people talk about, like, this is bad for sweats, win streaking is going to disappear, none of that matters, guys. Hypixel doesn't care about like the top 1,000 people win streaking. They want it to be playable for the average person, or the game's going to die. Nice pre-jump. So I think that this is a great update, as it's an attempt to save the game from just slowly dying out. That second hit is insane. So anyway, that's my takes on the update for Bedwars. Let me know if you guys agree with that part, but let me get into the bad, okay? So for Bedwars, I do think this has actually just been a net positive update. What I can say, though, is that duels has gotten horrible. The amount of cheaters in duels has skyrocketed. I only play 3 kinds of duels. In the bridge, I haven't seen an increase in cheaters. It seems normal. In Classic and Sumo, though, oh my god. There are now so many more cheaters in Classic, and in Sumo, it is unbelievable. Like, Sumo is gone, guys. Sumo is unplayable now. It is 50% cheaters or more. It is crazy. Like, Classic is still playable, but I think that this goes back to the Hypixel SS theory for the update, which is that more people that were legit are now cheating to compensate for the fact they can't fold cheaters. So basically, currently it's snowballing. So I think that the update would have been awesome for everything if they also had a more functional, general sense anti-cheat. But there are so many closet cheaters and stuff that, like, it kind of ruins it for something like duels. Although really, I do still think it's a net positive for Bedwars. There are alternative examples. Like, I don't think there's been that much of an increase in cheaters, but Castle is a counterexample of that. The amount of cheaters in Castle this rotation is insane. We have like full like factions of cheaters per game. Oh man. So there is like upsides and downsides. I know that some people will have their preferred way to play completely nerfed by this, like win streaking. But what Hypixel's doing is they're allowing those people to be sacrificed in hopes of bringing in new people and having the game playable again. Skill-based matchmaking was never viable, but this is like the best alternative way than that Hypixel could have tried to revive the game for noobs. Is like making it so you don't have to queue a sweat every single game is just like huge for the server, man. It's a really great fireball by me and him. We're both really good at this game. So in conclusion, while some people's preferred way to play is going to be massively nerfed by this update, mine isn't, and I do believe that like it's a net positive on the server. I think this is a great attempt at reviving the game from what was likely just a decline to death. So I think it's a good update, and that's probably not the popular opinion, so I did want to end up sharing it. Let me know what parts you guys agree with and if you have any good counterpoints. And yeah, here's another proof that this is not a skill-based matchmaking. This guy is like a 1300 star. Omnitrax is 700 something stars. Like, it's a full regular lobby of players. There's no alternative lobby for me because I'm on low stars. So there is no skill-based matchmaking. Don't worry about that. We did get a somewhat goofy first rush. Anyways, he doesn't have a pickaxe, so I don't have to worry. I'm gonna go buy more stuff. Let him hang out in the front. He doesn't have a pickaxe. Make sure to hit him with blocks so he has to take all of the fall damage time, or like fall into the void time. He doesn't have blocks, so we're just gonna block up. Ooh, I'm dying frame rate. Kill him, get the bed. We might got a bad mini server here. That might be what's happening. Oh, he got final, nice. But yeah, one thing this does do is makes the games a lot more sweaty. Like, that is the truth. But there's two sides to that. One is, if people end up rage quitting, like if sweats rage quit because now they have to play other good players, that's good for the game. That means there's less sweats, which means other people enjoy the game more. Like, that's huge. So Hypixel doesn't even care if some people rage and crash out about that. That's good for the overall game. Kind of dropping a lot of frames here, like a lot of frames. Okay. Dude. My monitor is freezing so bad. I wonder if we'll see this on the recording, but like, holy shoot, dude. I have no idea what's happening. The recording's probably gonna look terrible. But the point I wanted to make is that, like, even if people do end up rage quitting the server because now you have to play actually good people, that's good in the overall scheme. Hypixel doesn't mind losing a bunch of sweats. So anyways, my advice, suck it up, find some good friends, and learn to actually play the game normally against good players instead of just Q dodging to fight nods. Trust me that fighting good players is the best way to get good. But yeah, see, like, this is a completely random game. It had like a 700 star, it had a 1300 star, all this stuff, and it's just a normal game, guys. Like, it's just a normal Bedwars game. Nothing changed, and if anything, the server's less laggy than usual. Like, I know that part of it is that I have good connection now when I used to not. But like, I feel like in general, I've seen nothing but good things about the connection. So overall, I say, good update. So, debate me in the comments. I do read all my comments and stuff. I'm gonna finish this game up real quick. Also, 15K Sky release, as promised. I am making that still. I'm just not really sure what form it's gonna take yet. But that is still in the works. Don't worry, I'm not ditching that or anything. I just paid for a thumbnail about the update, and I wanna get to use it. Can I not lose that? Okay, thank you. And I want to use that thumbnail, so I decided to make this video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. This is essentially uncut. I only cut the lobbies in between. I didn't cut any games out, so you guys can see it's not that bad, guys. Only one of those lobbies was really sweaty, okay? But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace. Like, yo, bitch, come hearts on my jeans, you ain't never seen this shit. Now I'm up, I got a couple bad bitches on my dick. I've been on my bankroll, you been looking on my shit. Swear talking, every time I use is one-sided. I'm getting hella biz.